Hey everybody, it's Gilbert Blaze here with the Wrestling Lovers. So I gotta talk about the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior last night on Raw was announced as the first inductee of the Hall of Fame of 2014. Now, anyone that knows me knows how big of a Warrior mark I was back in the day. Growing up as a kid, without a doubt, the Ultimate Warrior for me was one of my top three favorite wrestlers. I mean, it didn't even matter that he didn't know how to wrestle. The fact that his character, his presence, his this mysteriousness about him. I mean, the guy was larger than life. And as a kid watching him, you see this guy muscled up, colorful costumes, the face paint, the long hair. I mean, he was a freaking guy like I've never seen. And back in the day, people were like always talking about Hogan. I was never a big Hogan fan back in the day. Even as a kid, I wasn't about say a prayer, eat your vitamins, all that bullshit. Never. I was always about Ultimate Warrior. And to me, it's been long overdue. Now, anyone that knows about wrestling knows about the history Warrior has had with the WWE. And it's been a really rocky history. Anyone that saw that DVD, The Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior, was a complete slander, bullshit burial of the Ultimate Warrior, which is crazy because, he did sue them over that. And you would think a company basically made a DVD burying a guy, and now they're going to induct him in the Hall of Fame. It's crazy to think about. The top five people I thought that would never be in the Hall of Fame were Bret Hart, Bruno Sammartino, Randy Savage, Ultimate Warrior, and Alundra Blaze. And so far, Bret Hart and Bruno are in the Hall of Fame. And that to me was like, wow. When Bruno buried a hatchet with the WWE and Vince, I was thinking, you know what? Anything is possible now. Anyone can be in the Hall of Fame because Bruno hated the WWE so fucking much. He hated what the WWE stand for. And for him to finally let go of that hatchet and to be in good grace with WWE again was shocking. So for Warrior to accept this finally, because Warrior claimed he would never accept any invitation to be in the Hall of Fame, because I think 2 years ago they tried to induct him and he refused. So the fact that he's in now, it just shows, and I knew it was going to happen because once he started promoting the WWE 2K14 video game and he gave an interview with the WWE, I'm thinking, this is a good sign that him and WWE are back in good terms. And he had said on Twitter that he spoke to Vince. They had a phone call and to each other. And that's a big deal because those two have got a storied history. And, say what you want about the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, he sucked as a wrestler, but the man was always well known. Even if you weren't a wrestling fan, you saw his image and you knew that's the Ultimate Warrior. So, long overdue. I'm hoping next we get Randy Savage. Please let them induct Randy Savage and even Owen Hart. Those two guys need to get inducted. But now the big question is, back to Warrior. Who in their right mind is going to induct the Ultimate Warrior? No way in hell. No fucking way in hell is Hulk Hogan going to be the guy to induct him. But if you think about it, the Warriors era, who else is left? I mean, you got Ted DiBiase, Jake Roberts. You got to think about some of his opponents are still around. And, what happened between Warrior and Hogan on the internet, all those videos Hogan made about basically, talking about Hogan's ex-wife and all this shit. I mean, it was crazy shit that happened a few years ago. And it was just wonderful to see that because I love seeing Hogan get buried. But this is huge. I mean, I'm really excited for this. And to hear what he's going to say, his induction speech, that is going to be the most talked about, most anticipated thing WrestleMania weekend because Warrior has gone on rants. Now, I must say, I don't agree with what Warrior always said over the past few years. He's done a lot of speaking arrangements. He's done a lot of, he's speaking to colleges and he's done all these motivational speeches, and I wouldn't say motivational speeches, but just these rants in general. And I've never really agreed with him. So in that sense, it sucks because Warrior, the person, Warrior, the wrestler, I think, well, some people may say they're not the, they're very similar, but I think they're kind of different in a sense. The fact that he basically, how do I say this? He basically, took out his birth name, which is James Hellwig, and he legally changed his name to Warrior. So his name is Warrior. That's his legal name now, Warrior. So I wonder if Vince is going to give him the rights to be called the Ultimate Warrior. You might as well. If you're going to induct a guy in the Hall of Fame, let him get the rights to his image, to his name, and you might as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm very excited. It sucks because I'm not going to be going to WrestleMania this year. I went to the last 5 WrestleMania, since WrestleMania 25 to WrestleMania 29. And it sucks. It sucks that I'm not going to be going this year because I just could not do it this year. But damn, it's going to be tough to watch it at home. But you know what? I'm hoping it's going to be a good card. But more on that later on. But let's talk about the Ultimate Warrior still. Very excited. Let me know what you all think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Is it long overdue? Do you think he's an asshole that doesn't deserve it? Let me know what you all think about the Warrior being inducted into the Hall of Fame. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.